Hello everyone. If you like the video, please subscribe, share, like, and hopefully you like the content. I thought we could have a little fun today. We're going to be taking a look at movie frames. And we'll take a look at the Bond movies. We're going to look at some movie frames. And let's see if we can guess which movie it is based on the movie frame that we're seeing. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of these movie frames, and I'm not sure how many movies I have on here in total, but it's going to be around 13 minutes worth of frames. So let's begin with frame number 1. And so here's a hint. This is just a tester. This is the first frame, and then what you're going to see is we will go on to like a second frame. It'll kind of give you more of a clue as to what movie it is. And this is kind of the first one, and we're going to do this as like a tester, a trial run, because this one's pretty easy. I'm sure you've already guessed which movie this is based on the frame, but this is just to let you know how it's going to go, how our game's going to go today. So I'm sure you've guessed which movie this is already. And we're going to get to that here pretty soon. So there we go. So we'll start off with some harder frames to try to figure out, and then we'll move on to the easier frames that should give away what movie we're looking at. So, of course, yes, we lost Bond. Bond was killed in this movie. And so I'm pretty sure you've already guessed what movie it was. It was No Time to Die. No Time to Die. So, okay. So that was the walkthrough. This is how it's going to go. So we're going to go on to our next frame and see if you can guess what movie it is from the first frame. Oh, okay. What do we have here? What movie is this? What movie? What's the movie? Can you guess which movie this is? Which movie? Okay, this is another frame out of the same movie. What movie used a computer-generated picture? So it had Bond and Q together. I'm pretty sure you've already identified the movie by now. And of course the movie is For Your Eyes Only. For Your Eyes Only. A nose, not a banana, Q. We used that before in a video. A nose, not a banana. Okay, here we go. What movie? What movie is this frame? This movie frame from? This will be a little harder. There's a couple possibilities on this. Oh, okay. So we have a little bit of a different frame, but it's not a big help, is it? Because it's just only comes out a little bit more. Have you guessed it? Do you know which movie yet? Okay, you should know by now. You should know by now which Bond movie this is based on this frame. This one should have given it away for sure. And of course, the movie is You Only Live Twice. You Only Live Twice. So that's when they were going to go into the volcano, but they had to dive into the water because of the gas. Okay, next one. This one's interesting. Which movie is this? Based on just this movie frame. Should we zoom in a little bit? Will that help? 300 times now? Does this help you? Can you recognize the movie? Which one is it? Which movie is it? Should we zoom in again? I think you have it now. I think you know which movie this one is, based on zooming in on this. And how about one more just to help out? Oh, Pierce Brosnan. There's Pierce Brosnan. getting into the DB5. So which one is it? You know by now, don't you? I'm sure you do. GoldenEye. That was GoldenEye. On the top. That was when he was spying on her when she was going to the boat. Okay, what's going to be our next one? Oh, this one might be confusing. Which movie is this? Which movie is it? Can you guess what movie this is? Just off this frame? I think some of you probably already did. Let's look at another one. Let's maybe zoom in. Oh, so this zoomed in a little bit. So what is this? Which movie is this based on this frame? Have you guessed it yet? Have you guessed it? Who's looking in there? Oh, there we go. I'm pretty sure you know which Bond movie it is by now. This is the dead giveaway. Anybody knows what, any Bond fan knows which one this one is now. Yeah, it's The Spy Who Left Me. The Spy Who Left Me. When they were looking down underwater, and they could see into the fortress there under the underwater. Okay, what's next? This one's a little more difficult. What is this? Were you paying attention during this movie to know from this frame alone what the movie is? Do you know? Do you know? Have you guessed it? Do you know? Let's see what else. Okay. Here we go. Now you probably have guessed it by now, but you still can't quite see his face. So maybe were you paying attention? There we go. Okay, you should know it by now. You've got to know which movie this is by now. Now that we've seen a couple of the main characters in the same shot together. Yeah, it's Quantum of Solace. And look at that frowny face. A couple of pouty faces. I noticed when I was putting this up there, I was like, wow, they have big pouty faces. Look angry. Okay, what's next? What's our next movie? Oh, can you guess the movie by just this first frame? Which one is this? This might be hard. Is it? Have you figured it out? Okay, here's another frame from the same scene. Have you guessed which movie this is yet? Do you know the movie from this frame? There you go. There you go. You've got to know it by now. There's Roger Moore pulling some G-forces. So you should know which movie this is by now. This one's pretty easy. There you go. Moonraker. That's right, Moonraker. So good job. Good job. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guessed it off that first one. In fact, I won't be surprised if you guessed most of these. Okay, here we go. Here's the next one. What is this? What movie is this? This is one of my favorite openers, and I can't even tell you why. I love the opening to this one. Okay, we're zooming in. Have you guessed it yet? Do you know which Bond movie this is? We're slowly zooming in through these different movie frames. Okay, now we've come around the side of that motel. Now what are we looking at? What are we looking at? Have you guessed it yet? I know you have. I know you've already guessed it. Good job. Good job. You already knew. Yeah. Here we go. There's a couple of our actors. We got Bond. We got Felix. And Bond's got his famous onesie on. There we go. You know. Yep. Goldfinger. That was from the beginning of Goldfinger. One of my favorite beginnings. I really like that one. Very nostalgic for me. Okay. What else have we got next? What are we looking at? What's our next movie? Okay. Have you guessed the movie from this frame? This one might be a little more difficult, because it might take a minute just to figure out what it is. Do you got it? Do you know which movie? Oh, does this help? Does this next frame help? Do you know what movie it is yet? Have you figured it out? Looks like we're underwater. Looks like we're looking up while out underwater. Okay, now this one should have given it away. You should know what movie it is by now, just from this. And the next one too. Get even a little bit of more of a hint as to what it is. When I was younger, when I was a kid, like around junior high, when I saw this, I remember this was what I thought this part was really cool. Because I'm like, wait a minute. That's such an easy thing to do if you're underwater and you need air. Yep, A View to a Kill. A View to a Kill. Okay, we're getting towards the end. Only a couple more to go. What's next? Oh, what movie is this? Have you figured this one out? Can you tell me what movie this is just from this frame? Have you got this one figured out? Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Oh, okay. This is another frame from that same scene. Do we know what it is? Do you know which movie this is? And I give you a hint. This was actually, the scene was actually in Live and Let Die, the book. And then they put it in this movie instead. Very interesting. But do you know what it is? Yeah. Honeymoon. License to Kill. Gave her a nice honeymoon. Honeymoon. Okay. Alright, do you know which movie this is from this first frame? Now, I'm only going to give you one little clue. In the next frame, there's only one additional clue. Look at our buttons. What are they? Oh, there's one more button you can now see. What does it say? It says oven. 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 Curtain store music. Means fan. Convention. Oven. Or conveyor. An oven. What is it? Alright, yeah, you already knew. Diamonds are forever. If God meant for man to fly, he would have given him wings, Mr. Kid. Yep, there's our two villains. Okay, what's next? Oh, that's right, the poster. Diamonds Are Forever poster. So, are we almost to the end? I think we're almost to the end. We're almost to our last one. No, that was our last one. Well, hey, guess what? Like, subscribe, click that like button, please. I appreciate all the support so far. And we'll see you in the next video. All right, bye.